One of the sequences, which it actually was originally the opening sequence of Mythica, we had it as this flashback prior to the start of movie 1, was a retelling of the Zorlok story, how Gojun and Zorlok parted ways, what the origin of the Darkspore was. And as I say, initially it was the intro to movie 1 to kind of set up the whole story, but as we got further into scripting, movie 1 felt more like a prequel, a coming together of this team, and the Darkspore story kind of felt out of place because we don't get into that story very much at all in movie 1 anymore. It's more about these 4 characters coming together, what the Darkspore is, who Zorlok is. None of that really comes to the fore. And so movie 2 kind of became the starting point of the story of the Darkspore and of Zorlok. And so we shifted that whole scene to a Kevin Sorbo retelling of his history. It was always a challenge to how we were gonna pull off that sequence because it needed to be epic, it needed to have a lot of magic and a lot of big battles and really sell the history of the Darkspore. And we shot most of it in a green screen stage. Then there's a lot of CG which was needed to bring that all to life. It's something we had never done before. We've never shot completely green screen sequences. Usually we use green screens as elements. This was interesting to build a complete CG environment. It was kind of freeing because we could do some pretty epic shots and build some pretty big environments which we couldn't build practically.
Gojun the Betrayer! The black heart beats again. The Darkspore is mine!
It was in the midst of the filming for movie 3 that the casting of Zorlok was finalized. We'd had someone that we were working with for quite some time. For whatever reason, the dialogue and the character weren't matching well, and we had to recast Zorlok. Something that is disastrous to your schedule, disastrous to your budget, and very difficult to do on short notice when you have to pick up those shots and you have to pick up those days. We found Matthew, a friend actually of Jake Stormoen, the actor playing Dagon, introduced us to him, and as a result, Anne, when picking up shots for movie 2, at the end, getting her Zorlok, had never met Matthew.
They brought Matthew Mercer in to be Zorlok. What a wonderful voice and what a wonderful character. I was so happy to have him. He brought so much life to that character. He was so big and wonderful. And honestly, Matthew isn't what I had pictured for the Zorlok character. I thought he would be an older man, probably Matthew in 20 years. He did such a wonderful job with the character. I was really, really happy with him.
Now, you will fulfill your true purpose in the ceremony.
I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think it's suitably epic and sets the stage well for just who Zorlok is and how Gojun was involved initially in saving the world, and now how he's going to guide Merrick and her team to hopefully save it a second time.